National Basketball League Division 1 men's tournament between the regular season 4th ranked team SAFSA against the team looking to go on for a three-peat. The 10-1 regular season's SBPHK Hornets, who of course back on the 10th of October beat SAFSA 76-60. So a big ask for SAFSA, trying to avenge that defeat. But both teams primed and ready for action with a place in Sunday's final up for grabs. Will it be the Hornets or the SAFSA? One ray of hope for SAFSA is the fact that Desmond O is unavailable, the former Singaporean international, not fit to start tonight. But can SAFSA somehow be the team who only lost once all season, and bizarrely, that was 66-57 to the unfancied Nanyang? Plenty of questions for SAFSA to answer coming into this. We're about to get the evidence of whether they've got the answers to the undoubted strength and depth that the Hornets possess. Just under 8 minutes till tip-off time here at the Singapore Basketball Centre. And don't forget, the second semi-final following immediately after this first one. We'll see the Xinhua Sports Club take on the Siglap Basketball Club. That, of course, a meeting between the teams ranked second and third. Just over 6 minutes till tip-off then here at the Singapore Basketball Centre, the first of the two men's semi-finals in the National Basketball League Division 1. It's the three-peat seeking Hornets against the team that squeaked in to the final stage of this competition, SAFSA. Also a quick mention of the sponsors for this magnificent tournament. Very well attended, as you can see, packed stands here. The bleachers, not a spare seat to be had. Shot Zone, 2XU and Li Ning generously sponsoring this great tournament as we see the best of local Singaporean basketball. Many current and ex-internationals on display, and of course players that will harbour aspirations of playing for the Singapore Slingers in the upcoming latest edition of the ASEAN Basketball League. So now 5 minutes being told by the crew chief, Glenn Chua, who along with Benjamin Mock and Ricky Orr, his two referees, will guide us through the action. A lot of pressure on the officials with the stakes being so high. It's lose and go home basketball. The best the loser can hope for is finishing third in that third and fourth place playoff that will be part of Sunday's Festival of the Sport. Get yourself down to the Singapore Basketball Centre on Sunday for a great afternoon of action. So Glenn Chua about to get the players off the court, and we'll have the team introductions prior to tip-off here, live at the Singapore Basketball Centre. Can SAFSA pull off the shock of the basketball season so far and see off the Hornets, who are deprived of the former Singaporean international Desmond O through injury? Not too long to go then into the final 5 minutes of action. We'll get the team introductions and then this packed crowd here at the Singapore Basketball Centre We'll get to see some top-class hoops action. They got this is the television commentary. I don't know if they have a PA announcer, do they? So inside the final 3 minutes, warning for both these sets of players. The two squads of 12 ready for action, and we are almost set for tip-off as the Hornets take on SAFSA. The top-ranked team taking on the fourth-ranked team after that arduous regular season throughout the course of October. Remember, 21 days ago these two teams met, with the Hornets coming out winners by 77-60. So 17 points between them 3 weeks ago. Can SAFSA pull off the shot? We're a couple of minutes away from finding out who'll be the first team to book their place in Sunday's big final. Without any shadow of a doubt, basketball, one of the growth sports in Singapore. As the national football team have floundered, the Singapore basketball scene goes from strength to strength. The Slingers, of course, a tremendous success. And many of the players you'll see on display tonight will be trying to impress the Slingers recruitment team to take their place in Southeast Asia's Showcase Basketball League later on in the year. So just over 90 seconds to go then, and we are set for action. Crucial that SAFSA try and hang tough with the Hornets early. As crew chief Glenn Chua signals 1 minute till action. We're almost set to go. This is live on the 11 Facebook page. Is that what you're broadcasting live on 11? So if you're just joining us, welcome live to the 11 Facebook page and Sports SG YouTube page for live coverage. Back-to-back coverage of the two semi-finals. The first one about to get underway between the three-peat seeking Hornets and SAFSA, and a little later on we'll get to see the Siglap Basketball Club against Xinhua Sports Club. Our two semi-finals will give us the two teams that will contest the third and fourth place playoff on Sunday, and then of course the showpiece event, the Men's 2017 National Basketball League Division 1 final. A packed house here at the Singapore Basketball Centre. All set for action, with SAFSA going into this massive underdogs. But I can see to my right their team, coached by Lim Kui Chai, focused, determined to try and pull off the upset. And similarly, the peerless Hornets, the champions in the last two editions of this competition, guided by Val Yong Peng. As the final seconds count down, and we are going to be good for action. We'll check out the starting fives for you in just a moment. All will become apparent as the two sets of teams take to the field. So the starting fives for both teams for the Hornets. It'll be Low, Richard Z, Sunya Wong, Sim Jai Hiao and Ta Chin Hong. And the starting five for SAFSA as we get underway: Po Wai Hao, Xiaoxing Chang, To Ging Huang, Chan Delvin Go and Chen wearing number 69. So first chance for the Hornets to take an early lead here. Into the paint they go. The physical power up and over. The 2-point jumper, no good though, but they get the offensive rebound. And a second bite of the cherry for the Hornets despite that early miss from Russell Lowe. That giant figure. As we still await the first points, and coming up with a defensive rebound there is Delvin. And straight up the other end, SAFSA go to try and strike first. Support coming in the shape of Xiaoxing Chang, the giant figure of Delvin Go. Shot clock now down to 8. They'll have to get one away, and they do. No good. But the rebound, the offensive rebound scored by Chen Yi, and the first points go to SAFSA. Hornets now, 2-point jumper attempt. No good, defensive rebound. They're going to get a chance to extend Nick's lead to a 2-play advantage very early in this opening quarter. Space to work with for Delvin. Delvin using his strength. Off it goes to Chen Yi. Chen Yi missing this time, no good, but the offensive rebound coming up with from Delvin Go, and they'll keep possession. That's a great start from SAFSA. They stop the Hornets on their first 2 possessions, and they'll get a chance to extend that lead from 2 to 4 or 5 and make this a 2-possession game very early. Exactly what SAFSA needed to try and upset the odds here. A strong start, and it's what they're getting. Looking for the offensive foul there was Sunya Wong. Instead, 3-point attempt, and it's good! Huge 3-pointer from King Hang To. And that's the first 3-pointer of the day, and the lead is 5. Hornets yet to get it going on offense. There was a shaky wobble there as well from Sim Jai Hao. Out it goes. Foot inside the arc. That won't count as 3. That's a 2. Foot just inside, so Russell's low. Only coming up with a 2-pointer to cut the gap to 3. Coming straight back up the other end, SAFSA. Still with that 3-point lead. 7:40 to go in the first quarter. And that's an air pass. Going nowhere there was To Ging Huang. And now a chance for the Hornets to level it up. They trail by 3. 2:24 got in the first. Sim Jai Hao driving in. Gets it off to Ta Chin Hong. Ta Chin Hong thought about the 3. Draws the foul. Sunya Wong drawing the foul. That's the first foul of the match. For a push. And they'll take possession on the baseline with Sim Jai Hao. Finding out Richard Neo inside. Really good zonal defense at the moment from SAFSA, but that was a brilliant driving layup. A great strong 2-pointer from Richard Zia, and now the gap is just 1. Inside to Chen Yi. Chen Yi needs help, or does he? Gets it out wide. Thinking about the 3-point attempt was To Ging Huang. And they've coughed it up, and now a chance for the first time for the Hornets to take the lead. Acres of space and time for the 2-point jumper, but it's no good. No good from Ta Chin Hong. As we see the first interchanges come in, oh, it's a great steal. Great steal by Ta Chin Hong. Denied! What a defensive play from To Ging Huang. Rejected there, but it's wasted with the ball coughed up immediately. As Ta Chin Hong, after that brilliant defensive play, takes a seat and takes the rest, a well-deserved one as well. So still Just 1 point in this, 6:21 to play in the first. SAFSA hanging tough with the heavily favoured Hornets. 2-point jumper off the rim, defensive rebound. Come up by Xiao Xing Chang. And SAFSA with a chance once more to extend the lead. Slow scoring start to this one, but SAFSA will be quite happy with that. Managing to maintain the lead that they've held from the first minute of this match. Delvin Go, still Delvin Go up and over and the two! Delvin Go with his first points of the game. And the gap is back out to 3. So the Hornets being given plenty to think about in this first quarter. Nice pass inside. Nothing doing, and they come away again. Chen Yi, acres of space. Will only count for 2, but it misses. They get the ball back though, and another fresh set of seconds to deal with as well. A lovely fade inside into the paint, up for the layup, no good. And a chance to be quick in transition for the Hornets, and that's a beautiful layup from Sim Jen Hao. Marvellous stuff, and the gap now is back to just 1. Delvin Go will think about the jumper, off. Cool for the offensive foul, he doesn't like it, is Ta Ching Hong. Taking a rest now after a strong start, Po Wei Hao. As both coaches now going to the benches, it's been a frenetic start to this one. Lovely to see Sim Jae Hao taking the mop out himself to dry the court after that tumble. First chance to see Royston Go in action now. He comes into the action. So, fresh 14 seconds. For the boys in black from SAFSA, everything as you'd expect going through Delvin Go. They'll be looking for, I'm sure, on the edge of the arc off the back of this, going on his own for the 2, and it's good. It's So Shen Chuang. And again, SAFSA keeping their noses in front of the Hornets, who so far have been limited to just scraps from a very strong SAFSA defence early. Nice fade inside, going for the 2, no good. And that came off a Hornets hand, I think. It should be SAFSA ball. That should be SAFSA possession. And it goes the way of SAFSA. It's a good call from Glenn Chua, the crew chief. Got that one spot on from my vantage point. And SAFSA with a chance now to go back into a 2-possession lead. 4:22 to go in this first quarter that's gone the way of SAFSA so far. The points have been hard to come by, but Delvin Go has marshalled his troops brilliantly. He'll be looking to come inside here and maybe draw the foul. Delvin Go with a layup, but it's good. Delvin Go, 4 points for him on the night so far, and that lead now is up to 5 once more. Are we about to witness a stunning shock here in the first of the 2 semi-finals? The top-ranked Hornets trailing the 4th-ranked SAFSA side by 5 points with less than 4 to go. Went for 2, no good off the rim, nothing dropping for the Hornets at the moment. And SAFSA will get a chance to stretch out to their biggest lead of the night so far. Delvin Go, he's had more touches of the ball than any other player on the court so far. And he'll get a chance, willing to fancy for 3. Looks for support and finds it. 2-point jumper attempt. Off the edge of the rim, no good. From Chen Yi. Much to the relief for the Hornets, who were staring down the face of a 7-point deficit late in the first quarter here. Instead they get a chance to close the gap once more. Look at the pressure SAFSA are putting on, and this defence is really holding up well so far. And they're being reduced, the Hornets, to taking pot shots. That 2-point jumper never looked good from Richard Zier. And SAFSA come again. Delvin Go giving the Hornets plenty to think about, driving into the paint and going up to draw the foul. No, call for a travel. Call for a travel there is Ramus Lowe. Much to the relief of the Hornets, who have been given plenty to think about here in this first quarter. They trail by 5, just 2:49 to go But as we see the benches being utilised more and more by both sets of coaches, the strength in depth will soon become apparent. Remember, the Hornets without Desmond O for this tonight. The former Singaporean international is injured, but they still have Russell Lowe in their ranks, but Russell Lowe being kept quiet at the moment. Guliong So, strong work. Suggestion of a travel there, but they draw the 2 and they'll get the +1 as well. So a chance for a 3-point play and an opportunity for the Hornets to close to within 2. So this to close the gap, just a solitary point. Growlang Singh sinks the extra 1. And our first free throw of the night is good. Good work in transition from Xiong Wang. Into the paint and up. And now the foul drawn by SAFSA, who'll get their own chance to go for the line to try and get the 2 points that would stretch their lead back to 4. So up to the line goes Rong Jung Tung. Wrong. Oh, he misses the first one. 0 for 1 from the line then. SAFSA. He needs to get this second one, and if he doesn't, there's going to be a mad scramble for the ball if it does bounce off the rim. Can he make it 1 for 2? He can, no mistaking with the second effort. And now they lead by 3. The defence so far for SAFSA has held very strong, but are the Hornets going to make a big push towards the end of the first quarter? Acres of space for the 2-point jumper, and it's good. Royston Go, given the freedom of the Singapore Basketball Centre and made no mistake. And now the gap is closed to just a solitary point. They won't want to give it up here, and that's exactly what SAFSA have done. And can the Hornets take the lead for the first time? They'll get a chance. Thought about the 3, then thought against it. Now inside. They'll go for the 3 now, will they? No. Suggestion of a foul for 3 off the rim. And SAFSA come up. There was definitely a foul there that wasn't called on SAFSA. They won't mind. Straight up the other end they go. Xiong Wang inside to Delving Go. No good with a layup. And the Hornets not happy, having had a foul not called on SAFSA a moment ago. They are now the team penalised. And still the Hornets are yet to lead in this game. A team that thumped SAFSA 77-60 in the regular season back on the 10th of October. They've trailed all the way through this quarter so far with just 1:14 to play. Delving Go once more. The focal point of everything that SAFSA are doing. Frustrated there, Xiong Wang. The offensive foul is the call. And the Hornets with another chance to take the lead for the first time in this ballgame. 1:04 to go in this first quarter here at the Singapore Basketball Centre. The first semi-final of the National Basketball League Division 1. The Hornets looking for a first lead of the match. Out it goes, 2-point jumper. No good. But the offensive rebound, no, they coughed that up. And it looks like SAFSA are in a strong position here to hold the lead all the way through this first quarter. 44 seconds to go. 17 on the shot clock. 2-point jumper in and out. Offensive rebound. Up and over. Huge play from Lim Boon Kiat. And the lead is back up to 3. And with that, go the hopes of the Hornets for a first quarter lead here. The best they can think of, surely, is to tie it up after the first 10 of this one. And it could get worse. 22 seconds on the clock. A chance to extend the lead for SAFSA once more. Going for 3! It's a huge 3, a monster from Ramus Lowe. And now it's the biggest lead of the game. They lead by 6 with 4 seconds off the rim. Time expiring here, and they're going to get away with it. SAFSA, what a first half defensive display. The underdogs lead by 6 after the first quarter here at the Singapore Basketball Centre. And there's work to do for the Hornets and coach Vai Leong Yongpeng. 2-minute break.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Well, they're definitely rattled here, the Hornets, as we're back live at the Singapore Basketball Centre, this National Basketball League Division 1 first semi-final. The hugely unfavoured and underdog SAFSA are giving the Hornets plenty to think about. SAFSA lead by 6, and there's unhappiness on the bench. I can see Vai Leong Yongpeng in heated conversation with the umpiring crew, the referees crew, the crew chief Glenn Chua, with Benjamin Mock and Ricky Out, the officials for this one. But no question, if they can get the full 40 minutes of play out of Delvin Go, SAFSA are a chance here. And for their defence to hold the Hornets to just 11 points, the free-scoring Hornets all season, remember, is no mean feat as the second quarter is underway. And it'll be Hornets possession. Crucial, surely they get a score on the board early in this second quarter. Inside it goes. Out to Russell Lowe. Russell Lowe had some time and space there. Thought he might think about the three. Thought better of it. Russell Lowe now driving inside to the paint. Russell Lowe for 2. Strong play from Russell Lowe. And the gap is now 4 once more. Trying to be quick in transition. SAFSA, up the other end they come. The familiar sight of Delvin Go leading the charge. Good layoff. Thought about the ambitious 3, then thought about trying to draw the foul, but instead, a sensational layup from Wong Chong Han. Beautiful play, and the lead is back to 6. So only a drama so far for the Hornets, not yet a crisis, but it could soon be that way. A chance now to extend the lead further for SAFSA. Delvin Go in plenty of space. Delvin Go, will he think about the 2-point jumper? No, looks for support. Oh, another wonderful move. Oh, that's a second consecutive scoring play from Wong Chong Han. He's on fire. And the Hornets are going to have to try and tighten up this defence because SAFSA lead by 8 and they're enjoying plenty of freedom. Wong Chong Han, 4 points, both of them coming in the last couple of seconds and both of them impressive. There's a response from the Hornets. It's Russell Lowe with the 2. Russell Lowe's 5th and 6th points of this game so far. Closes the gap back up to 6. Looking for the offensive foul, but not needing it. Was To King Hwang. And again they lead by 8. The pace of the scoring being upped in this second corner. But it's still SAFSA leading the way with an 8-point lead. A turnover here, and it could be into double digits. Look at this defensive work from SAFSA. Superb stuff. They're really making the Hornets work for every single attempt on the baskets. But that's back-to-back scores for Russell Lowe. He's up to 8 points now on the night. He is the game leader so far. Still though, SAFSA by 6. Driving into the paint again. Oh my word, just not dropping. Just not dropping on that occasion from Wong Shong Hang. 3-point try. Oh, in and out. Nothing going right for the Hornets so far. And To Jing Hwang brings it away. They're staying calm and composed at the moment, SAFSA. A chance to extend the lead once more to 6. From 6 to 8 or even 9. They've turned it over though. That's a rare mistake so far from SAFSA, and you don't want to turn it over to Russell Lowe. Denied though, there was a touch on that. Strong defensive work from Delving O. Big attempt, fresh air. And that's a good pass if he can keep it in. No good, no, he couldn't stay it in. Best he could manage was to throw it out to the touchline. And we are going to see a timeout, and it's a timeout called by SAFSA, who lead by 6 with 6:32 to go in the second. So while we enjoy this timeout and a chance to draw a breath after a sensational start by SAFSA, another chance to remind you of our great sponsors who've done so much to promote the sport of basketball in Singapore, and a big part of this National Basketball League Division 1 finals week, with the semi-finals tonight, followed by the final and the 3rd and 4th place playoff on Sunday. A big thank you to Shot Zone, 2XU and Li Ning, all real strong supporters of the local sport here in Singapore, and all I'm sure happy to be involved in the country's fastest growing sport, really. Just look at the stands. There's not a spare seat to be had in the bleachers here, as anyone that came expecting the Hornets to blow SAFSA out the water so far have been bitterly disappointed. I have to say, from the feeling I'm getting from the crowd, I think the Hornets are the better supported of the two teams, but it's the Hornets that trail by 6, and that could get a lot worse in a minute. As To Jing Hwang brings the ball in to Hornets territory for SAFSA once more. Delving Go looking for it. Delving Go getting it. Always a danger. Delving Go against Russell Lowe. It's the big matchup, and the big man Delving Go comes out on top with a layup. Lead is back to 8. Delving Go, 6 points on the night for he in that big matchup with his national colleague Russell Lowe. Plenty of time and space. He doesn't miss when given that space, Russell Lowe. He's the first player on the night into double digits. 10 points on the night for Lowe. Delving Go hands it off casually to Xiaoshen Chang. They're going to come up with this though, the Hornets. Trailing by 6 and a chance to close the gap. Plenty of time and space. Duck it inside. Going for the layup. Sim Jae Hao. The 2 is good, and the gap's back down to 4. The Hornets making a second quarter charge here to eat into this lead before half-time. In and out, trying to draw the foul, nothing doing. Big 3-point attempt off the rim. Offensive rebound. They get it. They come up with a chance for a 2. Shot clock expired there. Interchange coming in for the Hornets. Entering the fray is Xing Gaolang. But all of a sudden, SAFSA starting to wobble on offense, and they're giving the Hornets a bit more space on defense as well. How many times have we seen this? Russell Lowe into the paint against Delvin Go, but Russell Lowe comes up with another 2. That's 12 points on the night, and just like that, the gap is down to 2. On a 6-0 run now are the Hornets. SAFSA need to stop the rot, and they very nearly did as well. Oh, that could have been nasty for Tan Jin Hong. He went into the bleachers there. But Delvin Go clever enough to ensure that SAFSA come up with possession. So SAFSA, who've led by as many as 8. The gap is now 2, and we could have a tied ball game very soon. Travelling called though. He's furious with the call. Sing Gao Lang called for the travel. And the Hornets will have to wait for at least another possession to tie this one up. Three-point attempt, no good. And much to Delvin Go's disappointment, it'll be Hornets ball. And for the first time since the very start of the match, are we about to see a tied game here? They've struggled at offense in the recent moments, SAFSA. And Russell Lowe with plenty of time and space. Surely he'll try the jumper, and does! Off the rim, no good. Defensive rebound, coming up with it. Wong Shong Hang. And SAFSA still clinging onto this lead doggedly. 3 minutes 30 to play in the second quarter. Can SAFSA hold on with this lead till half-time? Delvin Go thinks so. Delvin Go thinks so with the 2. So strong in the paint, Delvin Go. And they've edged the lead back out to a 2-possession lead. Now, Russell Lowe, he's already got the taste of 12. Be looking for more Russell Lowe. Delvin Go in attendance. Oh, nearly losing that with Sim Jae Howe. Instead to Lowe. He gets it! Russell Lowe for the 3! And it's just a 1-point game now. Russell Lowe, a game-high 16 points. Stunning stuff from the Singaporean international. SAFSA trying to come back with a 3 of their own, but it's no good from Po Wei Hao. And are we going to see a Hornets lead for the first time tonight? Hornets with a chance to lead. Coming inside and then being checked was Wu Sung Ha. Out to Russell Lowe, surely not another monster score from the big Singaporean international. Into the paint goes Russell Lowe. And the Hornets lead! Russell Lowe on 18 points now. And it's the Hornets by 1. 2:09 left in the second quarter. Well, having trailed by as many as 8 in this first half, SAFSA have fallen away at the end of the second quarter and dominated by now a 17-point scoring Russell Lowe. The Hornets, the red-hot favourites, back in business. They trail by 8 and now lead by 1. As we get another chance to mention our super sponsors, Shot Zone, 2XU and Li Ning. The fanatical Hornet support getting behind their team, and Delvin Go spearheading the SAFSA charge that's just faltered somewhat in this second quarter as Lim Kui Chai tries to rally the troops. So, will that timeout have the desired effect? On SAFSA, with the Hornets on, I think, an 11-2 run to turn this game on its head. Hwang Song Hang will no doubt be looking for Delvin Go. There he is. Delvin Go. Marshalled by Russell Lowe. And Delvin Go's 2-point jumper, no good. But they will get possession back, SAFSA. So, surely crucial here they retake the lead. Don't want to let the Hornets stretch their 1-point lead to 3 or 4 with half-time rapidly approaching. Psychologically key that SAFSA score next, you'd have to think. Driving into the paint with a layup. Oh, that's no good. Lo Weng Hong Remos, no good. And the Hornets will get a chance to go in once more. Russell Lowe with a cheeky 1-2 with Xiao Lang. Easy layup and 2 points for Ko Wee Chong. And Ko Wee Chong's first points of the night extend the Hornets' lead to 3. Three-point jumper. Boy, they need this. They're not even close. They do, however, pick up the foul, and that's handy. SAFSA need points from anywhere at this stage. Having led by 8, they trail by 3. And somewhat fortuitously, Chen Yi will go to the line, needing to nail both of these to make the arrears just 1. Gets the first one. 2 from 3 from the line so far tonight. SAFSA. Hornets are 1 from 1. And that's solid. 3 from 4 then from the line. Chen Yi nails both his free throws to close the gap to 1 point, as another timeout is called with 1:04 to go in the second quarter. Not a spare seat to be had here at the Singapore Basketball Centre. The first semi-final of the National Basketball League Division 1 sees the Hornets, who trail by 8, now lead by 1. SAFSA, though, hanging tough. Not many probably expected it to be this close. Certainly no one expected SAFSA to open up an 8-point first-half lead. The Hornets have hung tough and led by the superstar Russell Lowe with 17 points, a game-high 17 points. They fought their way back to lead. Nev didn't lead really to the last 3 minutes of this first half. Not one SAFSA player yet to hit double digits. Delvin Go leading the way with 8 points on the night, but they're certainly spreading their scoring around far better than the Hornets, who, not reliant, that's a bit unfair, but obviously put most of their big plays through Russell Lowe. And it's that tantalising matchup between Lowe and Go that has been really captivating everyone here, packed in to the Singapore Basketball Centre. So, under a minute to play in the first half. It's the Hornets by 1, looking to extend that lead now. Cross-court pass goes out, off the rim, and a chance for SAFSA to retake the lead. The points have dried up for them in this second quarter, but can Delvin Go, in that matchup with Russell Lowe, come up with something magical? Oh, they've coughed it up. They've coughed it up once more. And that's a beautiful pass through for the layout for 2! Sheng Go-ling! And all of a sudden, the Hornets, who trail by 8, now lead by 3. 23 seconds left, 18 on the shot clock. 4-second differential here. Vital that the SAFSA side eat up as many of these seconds as they can. Delvin Go with a layoff. They'll go back to Delvin Go here, surely, if they can. Big 2-point score. How crucial was that from Ramos? 2 seconds, 1 second, big 3 to finish off the rim, and time expires with that big 2 for SAFSA from Ramos with 4 seconds to play. Means at the half, the red-hot favoured Hornets 32, SAFSA 31, and it's a 1-point ball game with the second half to come in 5.
If they're blocking the clock, don't worry about it, bro. If they're blocking the clock, don't worry, take another shot. Yeah. There's people in the shot, you don't need to take it. Yeah, but take something like that. Okay, coming to you in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Yeah. Some people don't do the right way. Try to like line it. Back to you, Nas.
5.
Yeah, I'm on you. Yeah, go back to you. Okay, I see coming to your crowd shot, can get tighter. Actually, don't worry, bro. The people in front of you are a bit hard. Coming to you, Nas. I was thinking on Nas. Nas, you don't know how. Asi, I'm coming to you. Coming to you, Nas.
We on? So just over a minute to go to the start of this second half, then the third quarter about to get underway. It's the Hornets just by that solitary point. But no surprise, it's been the Russell Lowe and Delvin Go show, with Russell Lowe game high 17 points. And to put that into perspective, he's the only player in double digits. Delvin Go on 8 points. So he's more than doubled the points tally of the next highest scorer in this one. And at the moment, he is the difference between a huge upset with the Hornets at 1 point trailing in that first half by 8, now leading by a point as we get ready for the start of the third quarter. So that's the 5-minute break out of the way for half-time. I wonder if Lim Kui Chai, the head coach of SAFSA, has managed to work some magic. At times there, his teams really gave the Hornets a tough ask in offence. The defence of SAFSA held up so well through the first 14, 15 minutes or so of that first half, but it was just in those final 5 minutes in the second that the Hornets put on the turbo, and everything Russell Lowe at that point was touching to gold. Can Delvin Go respond? No surprise that Go and Lowe have played all 20 minutes so far, as these sides battle it out for a place in Sunday's big final. Losers, of course, will take part in the 3rd and 4th place playoff. Double header for you tonight, live on the Sport SG YouTube channel and on the 11 Sports Facebook page, because after this clash we've got the second semi-final between the Xinhua Sports Club and the Siglap Basketball Club. Second and third ranked teams in the regular season. Oh, that's a great start. What a start. Just what SAFSA needed. They retake the lead courtesy of Chong Rong with his first points from the field. Nailed that one extra point, the only extra point that they've had to attempt so far in this one, SAFSA. But they missed a chance there to go 4-0 at the start of this second half. Instead, it'll be the Hornets looking to retake the lead. Good block. Great block from Russell Lowe, but the turnover. They come up with a turnover, driving right into the paint and giving it out wide. They try and reset here. To Ching Huang taking plenty of time. To Chen Yi. Delvin Go. Into Chen Yi. Off the rim. Coming up with a defensive rebound. Oh, the Hornets, who themselves now go up the other end to try and retake the lead. Well, Russell Lowe, when he's been short of options, he's just gone himself. What will he do here? Russell Lowe does go himself. Good defense. Out wide for a three-point try. Off the rim, but who else? Russell Lowe comes up with the offensive rebound. And Russell Lowe somehow manages to retain possession, much to the frustration of SAFSA, who thought they'd done the hard work there to repel the latest Hornets charge. Two-point jumper attempt off the rim. Coming up with it, making no mistake there. Cho King Huang. So, just as SAFSA started the first half well, can they race into a 4-0 lead at the start of the second? Delvin Go would like to hope so. Would he be tempted into a two-point jumper? No. Offensive foul. I think screening the call there. Shrug of the shoulders from Desmond. Or Delvin Go, I should say. Didn't like that call, but Delvin Go is called for a foul. 8 points in the night so far for Go. Look at this hustle in defence. That's great work in defence. Really working hard. Cho Jing Rong. The Hornets are going to have to work here to put their place in the final, that is for sure. They may have beaten them by 17 points in the regular season, but at the moment, they're relying on Russell Lowe, the one-man Russell Lowe show, to keep their noses in front. 19 points on the night for the Singaporean international. Offensive foul. And again, the Hornets will have a chance to open up a 3-point lead. Crucial for the Hornets, they score in this possession. We're getting ready for wholesale changes here. SAFSA clearing out their bench. You see Wong Chong Hang ready to enter the fray, but will he be entering the fray with his team trailing by one or more? We'll find out very shortly. Russell Lowe, look at the strength, and look at the strength in defence as well. And this time it's the Hornets that are called for the offensive foul. First foul called on Russell Lowe tonight. So, SAFSA having cleared the bench. They've got some fresh legs on now. And can they use those fresh legs to regain the lead? Plenty of space for Po Wee Hao. Has to go back, delving go. Hands it off, driving into the lane is Zhu Zhenchang. And he draws the foul. Foul called on Richard Niolei there. First extra point is good from Xiaoxing Kwang. And he goes 2 for 2. And it's SAFSA with the lead once more. This lead going backwards and forwards at the start of this second half. Already played just under 3 minutes of it. Russell Lowe is going to be a heavy workload for the Hornet star man, who is to carry his team through there. He did enough in defence there to charge them forward, and the distraction was the only invitation Cha Chin Hong needed. And it's the Hornets once more with their noses in front, just by the 1 point though. Who's going to blink first? They've exchanged 2 pointers for the last couple of minutes. Every missed opportunity now you feel will be crucial, as this game needs to be kept tight by SAFSA going into the fourth quarter. That 2 point jumper no good. Oh, all of a sudden there. Not liking what he saw there was Woon Sung Ha. Chao King Hang slightly too exuberant for his liking. But the former Singaporean international Woon Sung Ha absolutely livid in front of us here. Not happy at all. Still remonstrating with the officials. Has to be careful here. Doesn't want to get called for a technical foul. He's talking back. And this is going to take some sorting out. The three-man officiating crew of Glenn Chua, the crew chief, Benjamin Mock and Ricky Au, I think keeping an eye on this situation. He's livid. Wong Soon Yu. And still, the remonstrations go on the court here. But for that indiscretion, it's the technical foul called, rightly so, on To King Hang. And that will make him feel a little bit better, Woon Sung Kya. He lands the first of the free throw attempts. Second is nailed, and now the Hornets have their joint biggest lead of the match. They lead by 3, and of course, equally importantly, they'll have possession here with a chance to stretch out to 5. Ooh, almost picked off by the villain of the piece, To King Hwang. Oh, well rejected. Superb defense now. Can SAFSA strike back? This is much closer than people expected. What a cracking game we're getting. Oh, almost the 2+1. But they will go to the line. Real strong work in offense, that from Xiaoxing Kwang. So not ruled a foul in the attempt of trying to score. So instead they get it from the baseline. And from that, they can't do much with it. Oh, but coughing that up. That's a rare mistake from Xiaoxing Kwang. But it's just beginning to get scrappy now in these last couple of minutes. Woon Soon Yu, I do apologise, was the player that came up with the error there. Getting my number 11's confused for a moment. Another 2-point jumper attempt missed, so the scoring rate has dropped just a little bit in the last minute or so of this third quarter. Oh, I thought about the big 3. Instead, goes to the paint for 2. They still somehow come up with this offensively. Woon Soon Yu once more not happy, as his opposite number 11, Xu Shang Chang, gets the ball from the baseline. 3-point attempt, could be good, off the rim and out. Hard lines for Woon Chong Hang. And all of a sudden, Russell Lowe finds himself at acres of space and is quite happy to slow this down. Game's just got ever so scrappy in the last minute or so. The experience of Woon Soon Yu being put to good use, as now they go cross court and they draw the foul. Delvin Go didn't seem to remonstrate too much with that decision. But Pui Ho it was, I think, that was pinged for that one. And that will send Ko Wee Chung to the line for 2. And this will be a chance for the biggest lead of the night so far for the Hornets. A chance to stretch out to a 5-point lead, and you do wonder if SAFSA have got it in them to come back from trailing by 5. They now trail by 4. And now they trail by 5. Just giving out on the foul count now. SAFSA got to be a little bit careful. There's 2 fouls on Delvin Go already. And 3. Fouls on To Ching Huang. So the number 24 is going to have to be watching his steps for the last 14 minutes 41 of this one. Delvin Go, look at that physical matchup. Delvin Go still comes off with it. But the call goes against SAFSA. And is this the challenge just starting to falter? Lim Kui Chai goes to his bench once more. And that real vocal Hornet support are beginning to like what they're seeing now. Their team trail by as many as 8 in the first half. Now they lead by 5. Already their biggest lead of the night. Could be about to get a lot better for the favourites here. The 10-1 regular season Hornets starting to stretch away, are they, from SAFSA? Oh, that's beautiful play. Great quickness. In and out, out of the rim. They still come up with the offensive rebound. Second time's a charm for 3. Miss again, and this time they come away with it defensively. Wong Chong Hang for SAFSA with a chance to just about keep them in touch here. A score here would make it a 1-possession game with 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. But you get the feeling the Hornets are just starting to find their rhythm in defence. They've limited SAFSA considerably. Shot clock down to 1 on the buzzer. Hits the rim. Offensive rebound. Rejected. And now the Hornets come away with it to try and lead by 7. No! Initial defensive rebound was knocked away after Wong Chong Han got it, but they will have possession, SAFSA. Crucial now, surely. This lead doesn't get any bigger than 5. In a 2-possession game, anything can happen for SAFSA. As soon as that lead stretches to 7 or more, you get the feeling it could be good night to the 4th-ranked team after the regular season. They could have done without dropping. And despite Delvin Go thinking otherwise, it'll be Hornets ball with another chance to stretch that lead to more than 2 possessions. Shosh. Wong Soon Yu, the retired Singaporean international, using all his experience to steady the Hornets ship after that initial lead that was given up to SAFSA, but there's a defensive flub once more. Nothing that Wong Soon Yu could do about that. But they're quick to hustle back in defence. Delvin Go. Oh, what a play that was. Deserved more, really. No points coming from it, as the scoring slows down once more as we reach the tail end of the final 2.5 minutes of this third quarter here at the Singapore Basketball Centre. Lots of these players, remember, trying to impress the Slingers ahead of the ASEAN Basketball League. Oh, there's a slip there. Not much that Shingu Lang can do about that. I'm sure the court will be mocked, but SAFSA don't care. Delving go, twist and turn. Second bite of the cherry, and it's good. Delving go into double digits on the night, and SAFSA cut the lead till 3. The raw aggression shown once more from Woon Soon Yu as he comes forward into the final 2 minutes of this third quarter. Well, they've given it away on that possession, and now a 3-pointer here will tie things up for SAFSA. Will they take that chance or settle for 2? Oh, they've coughed it up themselves. That's criminal in this situation. As we get set for a frenetic end to the third quarter, and coming up with a steal, and the 3-point to tie it. In and out. Delving go, though. What an offensive rebound. Delving go with back-to-back scores. And just like that, SAFSA trail by just 1. Timeout called. 1:31 to play in the third. Well, let's check in with the game leaders in this one. Streaking clear at the top with 19 is the irrepressible Russell Lowe, but back-to-back scores towards the end of this third quarter from his opposite big man number. Delving go has made this interesting once more, and what was the lead of 5 is now down to 1. 1:31 to go in the third quarter. Must also give a mention to Kochi Xiang. He's come up with a couple of interesting plays in this one. But it's telling that on both sides, only one player has hit double figures. Low for the Hornets. And Delving go for SAFSA. So SAFSA will be thinking a stop here, up the other end, and retake the lead. And that really would give the Hornets something to think about. Looked like for a minute they were going to pull away in this third quarter, but SAFSA have hung tough. Crucial now, they have a strong final minute, 20 seconds in this third quarter. The defensive hustle is there, really putting them under pressure. Russell Lowe going to drive into the paint, try to draw the foul. Doesn't even need to draw the foul. Russell Lowe, 21 points on the night. Hornets by 3. Oh, and they rushed that SAFSA there. Could be crucial. Less than a minute to play in this third quarter. And having got the back to within 1, SAFSA now control by 5 because Russell Lowe's in possession. And he manages to draw the foul. Cho Ching Huang called for it. And there's one man you don't want to be sending to the line, and that's Russell Lowe. Already on 21 points. You might be about to make that 22 and 23. Russell Lowe, MVP status in this game at the moment. That wiped its feet on the way down to the bottom of the basket, but he nails the first one. Lead up to 4. 44.7 seconds left, so technically enough for 2 possessions off the back of this. I would imagine, though, SAFSA will be wanting to make sure they get 2 possessions of their own. 23 points on the night for Russell Lowe through less than 3 quarters. That is stunning stuff. Double territory, Russell Lowe. Well, that was an important score. Nothing flashy about it from Remus Lowe, but it was crucial. Remus Lowe, 7 points on the night. Russell Lowe with the lead by 3. There's 10 on the clock. He goes for the 2-point jumper, misses. They'll have 7 seconds to get something away here, SAFSA. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Delvin Go to get one off. Well, now, time's expired, and Delvin Go wants the foul, and he doesn't get it. Well, SAFSA are puzzled there. I think they wanted the foul, but the ruling from the crew, led by Glenn Chua, with Benjamin Mock and Ricky Howe in assistance, is that time had expired. So at the end of the third quarter, it's the Hornets by 3. A game that's turned out to be much closer than anyone imagined. Will the Hornets pull away in quarter number 4? Or can SAFSA start strong, as they did at the start of the first and second halves, and really make this interesting? Find out in a couple of moments. 1 minute 20 to the start of the fourth. Actually, can you give me the third? Can you get the third quarter one for me? Thanks, mate. So here we go. 10 minutes to decide who'll be the first team to put their spot in the National Basketball League Division 1 final of Singapore. Will it be the top-ranked Hornets or the team that just scraped into the semi-final, SAFSA? 10 minutes will tell us. It's been a game of ebb and flows. SAFSA, remember, led by 6 at the end of the first quarter. They trail by 1 at half-time. They trail by 3 at three-quarter time. And crucially, I think you could say, it'll be the Hornets to get us underway here. A score here will really pile the pressure onto SAFSA, and will the mistakes start creeping in, or can they get the stop on this first offensive drive? They can! Coming up with an offensive rebound quite brilliantly was Chen Yi. Delvin Go, already in double digits. Is it about to get more? Acting as a screener, Delvin Go. Oh, in and out. How close can you get? Heartbreak for Remus. And now the 3. Another defensive rebound for SAFSA. So they started strong with 2 stops at the start of this fourth quarter, but they've got to start scoring some points themselves. 2-point jumper attempt is good. Chen Yi closes that up to just a solitary point once more. 9 minutes to play in this one. Hornets by 1. Russell Lowe on the ball. And Russell Lowe, he senses his team needs something, and he gives his team something. Russell Lowe, a quarter of a century for the big man. The Singaporean international, 25 points on the night. 25 of the Hornets, 46 points coming from Lowe. And SAFSA back with a layup was Chen Yi. The gap is just one once more. Woon Soon Yu steadying it up. If in doubt, give it to Russell Lowe. Out wide it goes from Lowe. Lowe wants this back. Instead, he acts as the decoy, goes out wide. 3-point attempt, no good. Just got that away as well in time. The shot clock went. Delvin Go. Is this going to be a SAFSA lead for the first time in the second half? SAFSA, they led by 8 in the first half. They've never led in the second. They might now. No foul called. They do, though, get the foul now. Delvin Go draws the foul and will go to the line with a chance to give SAFSA their first second-half lead in a game that's too close to call at this stage. Well, this panicking atmosphere, the perspiration coming off the players being dealt with as Delvin Go has something of a delay to deal with ahead of taking these 2 free throw attempts. This to level it up. The first one to level, the second one to lead. It's been the 2 big men that have dominated this match. 25 of the Hornets' 46 points coming from Singaporean international Russell Lowe. And so far, 12 of SAFSA's 45. Coming from Delvin Go, who's keen, I think, to get this mopping done correctly before he goes to the line. 2 of Singapore's established internationals dominating this game from start to finish. And while Russell Lowe has led the line for the Hornets, it's now Delvin Go that's got a chance to level it up with 7:46 to play. First free throw is good. And we're all square at 46. With a chance now for SAFSA to take the lead for the first time in quite a while. They led by 8 in the first half. Are they about to lead by 1 with 7:46 to go in the fourth? They are! SAFSA, against all expectations, have a fourth quarter lead against the Hornets. And now the 10-1 regular season Hornets are staring at their second defeat of the season, and a defeat that would see them out of a chance to win the title. Super footwork though. Simjai Hao showing nifty skills, and once more it's the men in white that lead. Any mispossession now could turn out to be crucial. Chen Yi, out wide it goes. No good on the 3-point attempt. And Russell Lowe's work in defence sees possession switch once more to the Hornets, who can extend to a 3-point lead. Russell Lowe, an absolute menace in the SAFSA half of the court. This is good on defense so far from SAFSA. They're keeping it tight. It comes to Lowe. Oh, great steal up the other end for another SAFSA lead. Oh, no. He's been called for the travel. He cannot believe it. Wong Shong Han cannot believe it, and I think he's got a case. That was a marginal call at best. Delvin Go is furious. And a sarcastic round of applause from Wong Shong Han with his brilliant steal, denied by the crew call. And just like that, having looked like they were going to lead by 1, they could soon trail by 3. And Russell Lowe will want to drive into the paint here. Russell Lowe for a 3-point lead. No good. And it's Delvin that comes up with it. 6:17 to go in the fourth. The Hornets by 1, but SAFSA now with a chance to retake the lead. For 3! Whoa! Where did that come from? 3 points from Pui Hao. It's a 2-point SAFSA lead inside the final 6 minutes. Russell Lowe's missed. And now SAFSA have a chance to make it a 2-possession lead. Where's this come from? They haven't led in the second half until late in the fourth. And now they lead by 2, but they couldn't take advantage of that turnover. Plenty of space and time for 3. Off the rim. And coming up with it is Po Wei Hao. And now they want to slow this down. Delvin Go urging them to slow things down here. They must, somehow keeping it in play was Tao Ding Huang, but they've lost it this time, and Russell Lowe will come away with it inside the final 5 minutes of this fourth quarter. What a game this has been, the first semi-final at the Singapore Basketball Centre, living up to all expectations. 3 points are no good, but they come up with a rebound. Russell Lowe, 3-point try on the way, surely, for 3, no good. And that's going to be SAFSA ball. Timeout call by SAFSA, 4:23 in the fourth. It's SAFSA by 2 as we get to the business end of semi-final 1. So, Lin Kui Chai with words of wisdom to try and ensure that SAFSA come up with a score here that would take it to a 2-possession game with time now. Well, they've got the lead at any rate on their side. 4:18 to go in this fourth and final quarter. Nice duck inside. Po Wei Hao gives it to Delvin Go. Marshalled as ever by Russell Lowe. Delvin. Good hustle. They just get the shot away. It's off the rim. And coming up with it in a show of strength was Go Yong Shi Royston. As the Hornets now trying to level it up at 50 apiece. Russell Lowe. Is Russell Lowe going to take it himself? He is, you know. Gives it out wide now. Out wide. Big call this. Oh, it just misses, and Delvin Go comes out with a rebound as the buzzer goes. The shot clock expired. They got the shot off in time, but it was no good. And now SAFSA, surely they've got to take one of these chances to make it a 2-possession game. Really part of the pressure on the Hornets here with a score. And they get the foul. They draw the foul. How big could that be? If both these free throws go, it's going to be SAFSA by 4 with 3:15 to go. I have to say, no surprise bearing in mind the workload he's undertaken, but Russell Lowe is looking shattered on the court. Delvin Go as well. The two superstar players have worked tirelessly. Chen Yi with the first one. This to give SAFSA a 4-point lead in the shock of the basketball season so far, if they can hang on to this. No good. They only lead by 3. It's still a 1-possession game. Russell Lowe. A 3 to tie, a 2 to take them to within 1. They go for the 2 option. Russell Lowe, treble team Russell Lowe, and still he manages to get away. and draw a foul. Well, SAFSA aren't liking some of these calls. To Quing Hang furious with that one. But To Quing Hang is fouled out. That's his 5th foul. And To Quing Hang, what a star performer he's been. 5 points, but tireless work in defence. But he's fouled out with 2:53 to play. Two-point jumper is rejected. And crucially, the ball goes to SAFSA. That's huge. They lead by 3, a chance to extend it once more. And now time is the Hornets' worst enemy. 2:45. A possession for SAFSA to make it a 5-point game. Defense is the cry from the Hornets fans. Oh no. SAFSA are furious at these calls that are going against them. Well, it seems a while now since the Hornets scored. And SAFSA come out with a stop once more. This is stunning stuff from SAFSA. In defence in this second half, they have been imperious. Oh, my word. Both players down on the ground there. Now, which way does the call go here? There's a conferration going on between crew leader and our second referee, our superb crew team, of course. Glenn Schwab, Benjamin Mock and Ricky Au. And possession is going to stay here with SAFSA. They'll get 14 seconds on the shot clock, so they can eat another 14 seconds up here. Look at that, Delvin Go can't get that court clean quick enough. Mopping up for all he's worth. Having some verbals with the fans of the Hornets as well. Remos coming in as Wong Xionghan takes the seat. Well, that's clever play. Delvin Go to eat up some more seconds. Inside the final 2 minutes after this possession. Oh, he just held on to it there. Gets it out to Delvin Go. Big three off the rim, but they get the offensive rebound and a fresh 14 seconds to eat up. If they weren't going to score, the offensive rebound was the next best thing. And are the Hornets about to be dumped out of the competition that many had already crowned them as winners of? Well, time expired there. 1:39 to play. It's SAFSA by 3. They've limited the Hornets to just 4 fourth quarter points. Oh my word, it went in and out. Russell Lowe. Oh my word. How did it stay out and how did he get it back? And now SAFSA lead by just 1. With 1:20 to play in the fourth. Russell Lowe, 27 points. Big three off the rim and out. Well, he managed to keep it in, Delvin Go, but SAFSA come up with the cough up. And the Hornets now inside a minute can take the lead on this possession. Big three, no good. And SAFSA come out with it. 44 seconds to play. SAFSA by 1. A score here, and the Hornets could be gone. Delvin Go inside the final 30. Delvin Go, 14 points on the night. Oh, he's thrown it away. .24 seconds on the shot clock. 24 seconds left in the game. SAFSA by 1. And no surprise that a timeout is called. And now it's where the coaches earn their money. Lim Kui Cha of SAFSA. Vai Leong Yong Peng of the Hornets. Which coach is going to come up with a magical play that's going to win this game? SAFSA, against all expectations, lead by 1 with 24 seconds to play. So which coach's magic words have done the trick? It'll be Hornets ball with 24 seconds to play. They trail by 1. Clock management now absolutely key. Will they try and get the score early? Or will they gamble it all and try and score as time expires to put their place in the final? You're about to find out live from the Singapore Basketball Centre, live on the 11 Sports Facebook page and Sports SG YouTube channel. Will it be SAFSA or the Hornets in Sunday's final? 27 points on the night for Russell Lowe. 14 from Delvin Go. Delvin Go trying to calm the situation here. Are they going to let time expire here and try and win it on the buzzer? What drama here at the Singapore Basketball Centre. Will they try and win it on the buzzer? That's what they're going to try and do here. Miss and they go home. Final 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They've coughed it up. SAFSA win. SAFSA have done it. Incredible scenes here. The top-ranked Hornets have been dumped out by SAFSA, despite 27 points from Russell Lowe. It's Lim Kui Cha and the Delvin Go driven SAFSA who've defied their 4th place ranking and have booked their place in Sunday's final. Even 27 points from Russell Lowe wasn't enough as SAFSA beat the Hornets 51-50, and they'll be in Sunday's final. And in a little while, in under 15 minutes time, we'll find out whether it'll be Siglap or Sinhua Sports Club that they'll face. It's too much. Got a migraine.